everything, so apologies, everyone. There we go. We are underway. Garwig and company grabbing the first couple of kills and points as the Buffalo Bolts take an early lead. Apologies again for the extreme delay on this one. It's the start of a new season. There's going to be a few growing pains. We're going to be okay. Bolts locking down the hill. Mies and company trying to sneak in from the outside, from the pool area, and it looks like they have. Bolts, though, able to grab a solid 25 on the P1. As we continue here, BB currently holding on the point for scrap. It's contested. Kib goes down, and a nice double kill from Mies, who's on the 3 streak. New York Insomnia trying to take down the Buffalo Bolts. In the Battle of New York, the Wing Bowl, as it's been so eloquently described as. Loser buys the winner wings. Hopefully they send me just a little 4-piece at least. Kib here currently holding as the Bolts are locked in as ever. Kib gets spotted, but I don't think Johnny saw him. No, they did not. Kib able to maintain control, at least for now. Smacked gets smacked up, and Kib on the 2 streak is doing a lot of heavy lifting on this hill. Whiffs the shots on Himmy, and unfortunately goes down. Mies now able to lock in on P2. 6-star so critical as a hardpoint match because it only has 4 hills. Checking the corners, nice rotation from Dark Rye, who unfortunately goes down. Garwig and BB Ray currently holding as kill leaders for the Bolts. Mies standing above the pack at 8-2. Garwig here watching the rotation, and a solid kill from BB. Was able to take down Smacked, lock in on the hill, and wait for backup. And now Buffalo Bolts should be able to get a solid amount of pointage here. Kib gets beamed immediately by me. Smacked is in there, trying to clear house. Garwig able to grab 1 on the outside. Maybe 2. Could not get the 3. Unfortunate there. Himmy and company break through, and a solid job at that. Bolts break the hill, but Insomnia's right back to it. The city that never sleeps, and they are looking not sleepless in Seattle, but just a little Riley. Mies trying to hold in the corner, peeking out, and Garwig playing patiently gets the W there in that gunfight. A solid job thus far from Garwig and the Bolts as they maintain their lead after P3. We rotate all the way over to P4, though, and it's a completely different story. No game audio. Of course there isn't. Unfortunate. Thank you, CODCast. There have been a myriad of issues to start this stream, but hopefully no more will persist. As we continue here. Himmy going down. Mies and Smacked holding on the head glitch. Kib trying to push on through. Smacked holding strong. Tries to get the turn and burn on BB, but unfortunately could not. Bolts still lead by about 20, but they got to break this hill, and they got to break it fast. Mies goes down. Himmy getting beamed. Garwig coming in, finally getting dropped, and a solid run from the Bolts as they retake the hill. A little melee from Rye, and it's not enough. Kib currently holding, but gets exposed. 3 stacking on objective. Insomnia should be able to clean up the rest of this scrap. Himmy with a nice little double. In fact, Himmy with the triple. Himmy going for the quad, but Kib shuts it down. We go back to P1 with Insomnia. Looking to lock in. Looking for those shots. Trying to find the finish. Rye as well. Able to stay alive. Apologies for any confusion, folks. If there are any other issues, questions, comments, concerns, please let me know in the chat as soon as possible, and I will do my best to address them with haste. As we continue here, Bolts have been able to just push the envelope a bit in this matchup and keep Insomnia just on the outside of a lead. It's been kept close thanks to Insomnia's breaking power, but Buffalo Bolts always seem to find the edge in these matchups, and they just got another 3-piece on the feed in this second rotation as BB Ray is dropping beats and dropping bodies in the DJ booth. Here on 6-star. Rotating right into Himmy. Quick little trade as P2 will soon be on the docket. Looking for that shot. Dark Rye trying to find something. Just a bunch of hit markers, unfortunately. eats the bullets and the nade combo, but gets one of their own. Good stuff, Dark Rye. Himmy posted in the corner. Mies with a nice two-piece as Himmy waits the push. PB Ray says, no, no, no. You're going down. Mies still holding, though, on the 5 streak. One off the cruise missile. Continuing here. Beautiful shots from Johnny now. Coming in as Himmy locks down the hill, trying to stay alive. Mies being the hill kitten and the kill leader thus far. Himmy right behind by 1. Johnny with a 2-piece, locking it down. But again, Buffalo Bolts can afford to give up this amount of scrap time. They're up by about 30 right now. And will be able to pad their lead even more still on this P3. Only one close so far is Mies. Other players should have rotated a little earlier, I think, but see how it pays off. BB trying to hold, but goes down. Bobbing and weaving around the central statue. Unfortunately, Rye could not rise to the occasion. Mies going down to Kib. Beautiful shots from BB, but gets picked off. Solid push and solid trades coming in and around the objective. That's not enough. In fact, it is enough. Excuse me. Johnny currently holding on the hill. Mies going down. Kib with the shots. Traded out. Garwick stands alone. Dark Rye is there as well, so maybe not fully alone, but again, Buffalo Bolts come out the victor here on the hill. Lost it for a few moments, but were able to regain rather quickly. Solid shots from Mies as the P4 rotation comes up once again. A very, very fast rotations in this map. Very quick changes. Garwick went for the 3, could not quite lock it down, but was able to do a significant amount of damage to this squad. Himmy going down. Johnny last one up, and just like that, the Bolts make the New York Insomnia squad pay for their early rotate. Garwick here holding in mid, and this game is not looking good for Insomnia. They're down by a full hill now. They're going to need a lot on this next rotation. Cruise missile inbound. Who's it coming from? Mies, threading the needle in a big 2-piece for Insomnia, as they are able to grab the scrap left on P4. Not really scrap, more of like a early second breakfast, I should say. Still about 30 seconds left on that when Insomnia took over, but Bolts take it right back. And they're still fighting over the scraps, folks. Johnny going down, and a 3-piece for the Bolts all but seals away the W for them as they're able to secure P1 positioning. Big 2-piece for Dark Rye. A solid job, and another 3-piece for the Bolts in the feed. Kib and BB currently holding in the bar, with the rest rotating on through mid. Insomnia, you got to get there, and you got to get there quickly. Smack with a big 2-piece now coming on through. Kib still holding on point. Getting stuck. What a throw from Kib. A beautiful job locking down the hill as Insomnia finally takes over. Mies on the 4 streak as they are down by over 100 points. Not looking good. Kib trying to push in. BB trying to find a way. Johnny and company trying to save this one. Buffalo Bolts can win, but unfortunately cannot lock it down in time. Might just be able to grab a few seconds of scrap, but again, not enough time to secure the win. Shots coming in through mid. Both teams trying to find an avenue. 246 to 139. Garwick and company are just moments away from securing their first victory of Season 3, and they got it. 250 to 139, if I'm not mistaken, in favor of the Bolts. Well done, Bolts. We'll get a look at the scoreboard afterwards. Dark Rye, 23 and 26 to finish, and a solid Renetti kill for the kill cam. You love to see it. Yes, 250 to 139, and a solid GG's to both squads. And a valiant effort from Insomnia, but sadly, they fell a bit short. Apologies for the delay. Apologies for the confusion. Apologies for the muted audio. I'm still getting back into the swing of things, folks, and we are working on getting everything set and situated. Bolts take round 1 of this series. So y'all who chose correctly get a little channel point. Get a little channel point. Speaking of predictions, let's get the other one up. Or the next one up, I should say. For who wins in the next game, because we're going to Search and Destroy next. And if y'all know it, say it with me. It's my bread, my butter, my sugar, my cream, my everything when it comes to casting. It is a cornerstone of the competitive Call of Duty scene, and I love it. I'm looking forward to casting both of these squads. In the meantime, I'm going to make sure I refill my water bottle, make sure I get all of the settings correct, make sure the players get in the appropriate lobby, and I'll see y'all real soon. In the meantime, please, please, please be sure to vote in the prediction. Choose your team, put your X dollars where your mouth is, and we'll see you real soon. See you in a sec, folks. See you in a sec. Here we go, folks. Getting this Search and Destroy underway. BB, the bomb carrier, going down quick. Mies with the first blood, and Himmy grabbing another as Garwig and Dark Rye are left all alone. Dark looking for that finish, but could not find it as Garwig fully rotates. Does not see Mies in spawn. So they are left wondering where their players are. Shots from across the map, and there it is. Mies hanging out in the back pays off as Dark Rye goes down. Insomnia grab a much-needed round one. Smacked with the final kill, rotating up. Rye was trying to hide in the boxes, but unfortunately, his hide-and-go-seek match did not work out too well for the Bolts. It's New York finally getting a win, taking a lead. See how the Bolts respond after round one. If only Dark Rye able to grab a kill, if I'm not mistaken. I believe I have the actual KD turned off for some reason, so apologies for that, folks. Unless that is a setting that they themselves deemed. I'm not sure why that is turned off, but either way. Johnny going down, Kib grabbing the first blood, smacked, taking them down. So we can just tab out, I suppose. Himmy grabbing another. It's now Dark Rye left all alone, and New York grabs two in a row. Thundercracker, thank you for gigantifying an emote. Himmy here beams Dark Rye. He just didn't stand a chance in that one, unfortunately. Right there. New York Insomnia running through the Bolts right now in Search and Destroy. Bolts going to need to enhance their gameplay in some way, shape, or form. They are going through a bit of a rough patch right now. Garwig and company waiting to push out. Seems to be a mad dash towards Bravo for both squads. Especially on the side of Insomnia. Try to get set up on the crane. Looking for a first blood. Garwig grabbing one. Dark Ray going down to some self-inflicted wounds as Kib gets taken out. And honestly, Buffalo looks all out of whack. This is a completely different team than what I saw in the hard point. New York Insomnia winning 3 in a row now. Kib just absolutely lasered in the side of the dome piece, unfortunately. Don't know what's going on between Buffalo, but my goodness, I think they got iced a little bit in between with all the delays and resets and everything we've had to do. Their momentum has significantly been impacted here, if the scoreboard is anything to go off of. Garwig looking for an early pick and is able to grab it, so some signs of hope for Buffalo, as unfortunately we get a disconnect mid-match and mid-round. Buffalo Bolts now down to just 3 players. Not yet reset. I believe they will play this round out. I'm not sure. It's currently just a 3v3, so they're missing a player. Oh, they were able to rejoin. Garwig going down, though. Dark Rye trying to find something. BB takes down Himmy, now 2v2. Is being planted. Ooh, but BB rotating the wrong way. Rye rotates up, able to get smacked, but instantly gets picked up, and that's just beautiful playmaking from Insomnia. And just a tough round in general for the Bolts, having a disconnect and just lost all sorts of momentum in this one. Mies with a 6-0 start, seemingly unstoppable in this one. As we continue here, Insomnia and company trying to shut down this squad and just put this one away. As we continue here, smoke's going down over on the Alpha side. Hemi grabbing the first. Dark Rye grabbing another and rotates into the Lion's Den. Johnny and Hemi combining for 2. Garwig all alone in a 1v3 situation. Johnny grabbing Hemi and Johnny. I get them mixed up. Garwig going down. 5-0 now. Johnny takes down Garwig here. Garwig eating the stun. Johnny with the shots. That Rival 9 so deadly in close quarters combat. And now a 5-0 run for New York. Insomnia. City that never sleeps, showing what they are burning the midnight oil on here tonight on the high rise. Just one round separating them from a series tie and forcing a game 4. They struggled a bit in the hard point, I won't deny, but whatever skills they lack in the hard point, they more than make up for in the search and destroy. And that cruise missile for Mies coming in, trying to thread the needle, track down somebody, and unfortunately it's a no-go. Shots from Hemi, grab the first kill, and the first blood, on Bray. Kib going down as well on the 2v4. Dark Rye grabbing one. Garwick grabbing another. Dark Rye going massive on the underground. Buffalo Bolts with the upset. And it was Garwick to secure the kill, I thought it was Dark Rye. Either way, Garwick and Dark Rye go massive in the final few moments to secure the W and keep the Bolts alive. But both Dark Rye and Garwig able to grab a 2 streak on that one. Should be the momentum they need, but Insomnia really just has to spit on the objective, and then they're going to get the W. Almost taking out their own teammate. Dark Rye, you got to be careful with that cross-map pre-fire. Goodness gracious me. Kib here on the underground. Waiting for something. Garwig with the first blood, and the Bolts looking pretty good. Johnny, though, shutting it right back down. Garwig almost going down, but able to stay up. Mies rotating through. Shots coming from Dark Rye, but Hemi with the repeat takes them down. Now 2v3. Bray and Garwig looking for something. Mies on the outside. Waiting for the push. Here it comes. Oh no! And Garwig's falling off the map! Bray grabs one and escapes the shots. It's a 1v2. Garwig falling off the map, folks. I can't believe it. Mies right there, but Bray takes it with the headshot. But right from behind, you look the wrong way, and New York Insomnia are gonna make you pay. That sleep paralysis demon taken over as Insomnia run through the Bolt 6-1. Hemi 10-3 dropping down, gets the call out. Bray turns around and just gets one tap in the kidneys. Hemi is him. A 10-3 performance, 10 non-traded kills. A beautiful job from New York Insomnia right there, folks. Just textbook search and destroy. Really, really good game right there from Insomnia. They dominated in that one. Absolutely dominated. Incredible job. As unfortunately no one going to be winning any points today. No one picked Insomnia. All the X dollars went for the Bolts. Unfortunate there. That is just the way the cookie crumbles. Thundercracken, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Do appreciate it. But let's get the next prediction up. Series is currently tied at 1 apiece. And it's going to be a good one. As we get ready for control, who will take the lead? Who do you got in the next matchup? We'll find out real soon. I hate to send y'all back to a BRB, but I just want to send it to the... Excuse me. I just want to send it to the BRB preemptively in case there are any issues. I don't want to keep BRB in, coming back, BRB in, and coming back. I will return once the matchup has officially started. Make sure there are no more dev errors. We get everything set and situated on our end. That way y'all can just enjoy some beautiful Call of Duty content. Make sure to get your predictions in with your X dollars, or so help me. Anyways, see y'all soon. We'll be right back. And we're back, finally, after several dev errors and issues and goodness knows what else. We are back, finally, with Mies and Johnny grabbing a couple kills, but it's Garwig who grabbed the first blood in the control on Invasion. You've seen it once, you've seen it twice, you've seen it a million times. It's a tried and true map and mode combo as Darkrai tries to rotate up, able to take down Mies, and a beautiful shot with the Renetti at that, as the Bolts try to bounce back after a tough loss in the search and destroy. As we get loaded in, should provide some interesting matchups in the control with New York Insomnia off to an early lead as expected after their incredible win 6-1 on the high-rise search and destroy. They are still trying to grab Bravo. They secure that first progress bar. Darkrai sliding up. Johnny peeking out and able to secure the kill. Garwick just holding here. Has got to push up, get something going. Kib gets a little too close for comfort. Garwick sliding up, trying to track down this player. Grabs one. Bravo almost controlled, but Garwick takes over. Smacking back, though, to take down Garwick. Trying to get Darkrai as well. Darkrai forces off the rotation. And a big push over to Alpha. And a big opening. Himi taking down Kib. Garwick able to save it, at least temporarily. With Mies rotating up. Big two-piece from Mies with the Renetti. New York Insomnia just taking it to the Bolts right now. Not looking too good for Buffalo right now. New York Insomnia running through them on Bravos. They take that. Mies and Johnny two-stacking on Alpha. 20-10 in lives, and just like that, Insomnia takes it. My goodness. New York Insomnia was not looking this well-oiled in the hard point, but they are a lean fighting machine right now. After the 6-1 in the search and destroy, and now a dominant opening attack round on an Invasion control. Quite impressive behind Mies' performance at 7-2 on the 3-streak. Smacked with a 3-streak as well. New York Insomnia, they are feeling restless, if you catch my drift, folks. Buffalo Bolts trying to grab Alpha, it seems, first. Garwick with a big opening two-piece is exactly what the Bolts needed. And they should be able to secure Alpha here as they two-stack on the objective. Bray assisting on the outside. Johnny taking down Kib and Garwig, and Himmy clears house. Now up to Dark Rye, who goes down, smacked, and company clearing house with only a single progress bar on Alpha to show for it. Thought the Bolts were going to get a lot more after Garwig's opening two-piece, but sadly they do not. And smacked going down. Beret trying to push out. Had my numbers all wrong. I was wondering why I was swapping to the wrong people, so apologies, folks. I am not an observer at heart. I am just a caster, but I'm observing, casting, producing. I'm doing it all tonight, so I'm just a little flabbergasted. As the Bolts try to secure some positioning on Bravo. Shots from behind. Johnny able to get there. Bray holding. Kib coming in for the assist potentially. Tosses out the stun as Johnny and company cannot find a way in, but are setting up the spawn trap with Mies deep in Palace. Trying to find something. Garwig cannot get the kill, and now Mies is just going to be able to torment the Bolts in their very own spawn building. It looks like the Bolts will be spawning just outside. Maybe Mies pushing a little too far, a little too aggressively, and gives the Bolts good positioning on Alpha. Can Insomnia retake? Insomnia trying to rotate Garwig with the two-piece, though. Alpha almost has its second progress bar secured. Smacked going down. Peeking out. Beret with a double. Garwig with another. Mies the only one up, and even close. Can't save it. Dark Rye holding on for dear life. But here comes Smacked, who also gets smacked up. In the last-ditch effort, can they get there in time? No, they cannot. Alpha point secured, and it's all tied up at 13 lives apiece. Smacked currently holding on the outside. Gets the turn and burn for a nice little two-piece. Well done, Smacked. Ray now holding on Bravo, has to rotate off. A lot of players over by the Bravo objective, bobbing and weaving. Garwig and Kib trying to get there, but Mies shuts it all down. Himmy there with the assist. Big flank opportunity from Dark Rye. If they hear Johnny on the outside. Might have spotted Johnny, but Johnny picks up the kill. Well done, Johnny. Insomnia has some hope left. 11-5 now. Smacked with another double. Mies with one. Himmy with one. And I think that's going to do it. That is a full team wipe in favor of New York Insomnia. They just locked in, folks. Locked in and loaded. Pressure being applied to Insomnia now. Kib stuck in the office trying to find a way out. Johnny grabbing a kill. Himmy grabs the last, and that'll do it. New York Insomnia with the second round. Yes, I know, New Jersey Tom Cruise. I may have accidentally turned it off, but I do not know how to turn it back on. If someone could tell me how, I would greatly appreciate it, because something's messed up in my settings. I pressed the wrong button somewhere, somehow. And I apologize. But if there is a way to fix it, you let me know as soon as you can, Tom Cruise. Like Ricky Bobby, I need your help. As we get things started here for the possible third and final round. First blood going to Garwig once again. Bray grabbing another as Himmy trades out. Trying to keep things in their favor. The Bolts winning the first opening gunfights. They just need to secure positioning on Bravo. Although they got to worry about Smacked deep behind them and in their spawn. It's going to get set up. Garwig going down to Johnny. And now Smack should be able to get set up and spawn and just protect. I don't know if Dark Rye spotted them. I don't think they did. Bolts on the defense. Not as strong as an attack from Insomnia this time around, but still, they are up 2-0 for a reason. So we continue here. Shots coming in from behind. Smacked with the easy pick. Now rotating towards Bravo. Fights happening over on Alpha. Smacked and Himmy take down Bray and Kib. Mies takes down Rye. And it's all up to Garwig, who's the closest one to either objective. If Himmy can just lock in, grab a couple of kills. Was able to assist, but Garwig clears house, at least for the time being. Shots coming in from the outside. Garwig and Bray trying to defend. 27 seconds left on the clock. Johnny pushing in. Able to grab one, but gets rotated on. Could not get the turn and burn. Garwig locking it down for the Bolts. Solid rotation from Himmy and company as they take over Bravo objective. Should be able to secure this one. if not for Bray sweeping in like an eagle. And Bray with a big double clears Bravo. They do not secure that progress bar, and Bray doing a phenomenal job here at keeping them off the objective for a significant amount of time. They might still secure this Bravo objective, but well done, Bray, for that incredible, incredible play. Solid job thus far from Buffalo, as they do in fact secure Bravo. Bray, Kib grabbing kills as Mies tries to bounce back for Insomnia. 16-11 in lives. Still winnable for Insomnia, but it's going to be a tough, long push over to Alpha. Kib is there and waiting. You got Himi on the head glitch. Garwick gets spotted out and has to rotate back towards mid. They have a bit more time, but not a lot in the grand scheme of things. Nice shots from Kib, taking down Smacked. Might just come down to lives as Himi rotates. Garwick finally going down, and that's 2 down for Buffalo. Dark Rye on the outside, spots Himi, and Kib will save the day, in fact. Dark Rye with the assist. 13-6 in lives. Bolts just have to stay alive and keep him off Alpha for long enough. Beautiful drop shot from Smack. That is just incredible, incredible gunplay from Smack. Dark Rye taking down Johnny. Trades happening all throughout the map. Now a last-ditch push towards Alpha. They got to stop the clock. 4 lives remaining. Can the Bolts hang on? Now 3. Bray in the corner. A big kills from Garwig and Bray, and that'll save the day for the Bolts. Incredible job. Just incredible, folks. Bray saves it here. Garwig with the assist. Smacked, getting schmacked up as the Bolts stay alive. One moment, folks. Gonna see if I can adjust the settings at all. Get the player card back up. I don't know why that was turned off. There we go. I fixed it, folks. Sorry about that, Tom Cruise. Sorry about that, everyone. And just apologies in advance. I don't know how or why that was ever turned off in the first place, but it's fixed. And now I know for future reference that it's that easy to fix. And a lot of trades happening off the rip. The Buffalo Bolts going down to just Garwig, who's able to stand tall, at least for the moment. Garwig with a nice 5 streak and counting, sitting at 23-18. As we continue here, folks, a solid matchup. All good. I'm just going to stick to the numbers, Tom Cruise. I'm going to stick to the numbers and try not to touch anything else. I may have just gotten a little overzealous, trying to be all fancy in the production booth, but I know where my main skills are and that's on the microphone. So I'm sticking with the numbers. Smacked with a big 2-piece. A 2 streak for Himi, a 3 streak for Mies. And they are cooking. Thank you, Tom Cruise. Appreciate y'all. 23-19. Buffalo Bolts need something on the attack as they try to make a mad dash towards Alpha. And it might be crazy, but it could be crazy enough to work. Dark Rye going down. Garwig, the last one up. Bobbing and weaving, but it's not enough. Johnny taking him down. Bray and company clearing house. The Bolts trying to get in, but can't quite do it. Smack locking down Alpha, and that will do it, folks. Himi is him. Mies with the 6 streak. Smacked with the 2, and New York Insomnia just showed us what they can do in a solid 4 rounds of control, and they take a 2-1 series lead. And we still got more Call of Duty to attend to, folks. Himi, 27-18, a phenomenal job all around. So we'll get a more detailed look on the after-action report. Whew. Apologies for the significant delays. There have been dev errors. There's been all sorts of craziness happening behind the scenes at the moment. And it has just been rough, to say the least, folks. But I appreciate y'all's patience, y'all's kindness, your candor, your honesty, everything. It is appreciated. Thank you, especially Tom Cruise for the assist, calling that out. I noticed it missing, but I just didn't know how to fix it and was just panicking. But either way, let's get a look at this after action report. Himmy and Mies combined. Himmy, Mies, and Smacked all grabbing 27 kills. And if that's not team synergy, I don't know what is. Servers are rough right now. Dev errors are rough. Updates, the shaders, all of it. It's all rough. I'm saying rough so many times you might as well call me a dog, but I do have that dog in me. Terrible jokes, I know. Mies, though, sitting at 27 for 11, has the best KD. Himmy just beats them out in a few things. I'm not sure, actually, but has about 175 more points. But a valiant effort from the Bolts. We go now back to the hard point, which was the sole win of this series for the Bolts. Can they put it away? Insomnia, that is. Can they put this one away, or will the Bolts bounce back in the year? Their only win in this series thus far in the hard point. Map count is currently 2-1 in favor of New York. Excuse me. We got the lobby code, folks. We got to get loaded up. Do not want these players waiting any longer than they already have. And don't want to keep y'all waiting any longer than you already have. Players wanting to go to sleep, folks. And I understand that it's getting quite late. Yes, just had to swap Buffalo to Team 1. Best of luck to both sides. Yep, we're loading into Hardpoint Rio right now, so I don't think I'll have to go to BRB. Hopefully, knock on wood, no dev errors, no nothing. 1 second, folks. I'm just making sure that this all goes how it's supposed to. Excuse me. Yeah, this game is rough, Garwig. Oh. Some tells me I think we got a dev error with how long it's taking to load in, unfortunately. Shouldn't have said anything, I glitched it. Everybody reset. Oh boy. This is rough. This is rough. I was going to try to go to the gym after stream today, but I don't think that's happening. It's getting a little late. And I got a somewhat early morning tomorrow. I'm going kayaking with my brother. That'll be fun. Speaking of that, I'm going to spend the time after stream editing or putting a video together. We went on a hike. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, something tells me we got a dev error. Yeah, we got dev errored. Well, folks, I'll be right back. We'll try to get this sorted. This has been incredibly frustrating on all sides, from a player's, from a caster's, and from a viewer's perspective. But I want to apologize on behalf of Call of Duty, because this is unacceptable on their part to have this be such a major issue in private matches. It should not be happening for a multi-billion-dollar game that has thousands of developers and coders and everybody else working on this. The fact that an error as massive as this got through is unfortunate. So I'm hoping that they can patch it or fix it ASAP, because it is really, really rough trying to play and cast private matches that typically don't go longer than an hour and a half, and we're already at 220, and we still got another map to, at least one more map to go through. We'll be right back, folks. Again, apologies. Everyone, I assure you, we are doing everything we possibly can to get this set and situated. I am hoping that these issues are a thing of the past when Black Ops 6 releases. I hope the user interface is better. I hope that the Call of Duty community comes back stronger and better because it's a well thought out and well designed game with fun maps, fun gameplay, and just a fun time all around. Uh, and I apologize truly. There's not much I can do on my end, but I apologize on behalf of everyone. Just like I feel sorry for the whole situation. I apologize. I'm doing everything in my power to run a smooth, clean, crisp CODCast. Doing that solo can sometimes be tough, but also very rewarding. And when there are issues like this, game breaking issues, there's very little I can do from my end. So once again, I apologize for the players, for the org owners, for the teams, just everyone trying to compete and play tonight and throughout the Call of Duty realm. A lot of people are probably experiencing the same issues. So again, apologies. I am doing what I can to get it set and situated. Need some entertainment. Potentially after we get this set and sorted. There is a redeemable thing where I can brush the locks. You really want to see it. All set on my end. Hope this works. Please, for the love of all that is good and great in this world, just want this real hard point to go off without a hitch. We were able to get the first two matches after some trial and error, but now it just seems to be chalked, unfortunately. Because I really, really like casting, and they're making it somewhat difficult to do that right now, which is unfortunate. Gosh darn it, my 5-head looks big. Big 5-head. Pretty much a 4-head, but I got big hands. And there's the dev error. Dev error 52 5820. Ah. Chat. It's been a rough go of it this evening. Been streaming for 2.5 hours and only gotten two games in is incredibly frustrating. Incredibly frustrating. Annoyingly frustrating. I can't stress to y'all how annoying this really is. And I'm hoping that Call of Duty fixes these issues soon because it is quite literally unplayable at this moment. If I'm trying to run private matches with, viewers or casting for people, it's literally impossible right now because of this dev error stuff. Which is incredibly frustrating. Just incredibly frustrating. I might go grab snacks after this. I'm tired, hungry, and I want to de-stress after this. That's what I want to do. hopefully we can get this sorted out soon. Because by the time it's all said and done, stream will be about 3 hours. And I can't do this tomorrow night. I got tickets to Deadpool and Wolverine tomorrow night, and I'm not missing that for the world. Just about the world, I should say. I'd miss it for a few things, but I've been waiting for this movie to come out for a good long while now, and I ain't trying to have it spoiled for me on TikTok or YouTube or any place else. Just casually scrolling and then, oops, spoilers. So, we'll see. We will see. Either way, I'm going to head to quick BRB. Just because the only things I'm going to be yapping about is me complaining about the game, and that's what y'all are already saying to yourselves. So I ain't trying to repeat what's in your head. We'll get this sorted out, hopefully. See you in a sec, everybody. See you soon. And finally, we have arrived. After what's seemingly endless wait, we are finally here, smacked, grabbing the first couple of kills, grabbing the first blood, I should say, and Garwick grabbing the other, as we are underway. New York Insomnia currently on the hill and holding, trying to put this series away. He's and Himmy combining for a couple. Garwick with some heavy lifting of their own, but it's not enough. New York Insomnia still the only team with points on the board. Bray trying to contest, keep Insomnia from getting too high up there, and unfortunately cannot do it. Insomnia looking like a different team since that first hardpoint matchup begun. The Bolts have been struggling to bounce back after their search and destroy loss. And they finally get some points on the board, but it's only 3 from the P1, Insomnia grabbing 24. But you want to know what's funnier than 24? 25, folks, as Insomnia try to get back on the hill. Buffalo Bolts are going to stop them. And this could be the momentum switch that they needed. Some Max getting beamed. Garwig hanging out on the corner. Dark Rye trying to stay alive. Himmy is him. Beaming through and just annihilating this entire squad, except for Bray, who shuts them right down. Game volume is not on, of course. There we go. Unfortunate there, as we continue. Dark Rye grabbing a solid 2-piece, trying to stay up, as Buffalo Bolts take a slight lead here off of the P2. Kib looking for something other than scrap, but the Bolts are in the lead for now. Can Insomnia put this one away, or we will be going to a Game 5? It is, in fact, map 4. New York Insomnia currently leads 2-1 in the series, everyone. Himmy rotating on through as Smacked and company try to lock down the hill. Nice push out, but was it worth it? You get the trade. Dark Rye going on the 2-streak. As Dark Rye looks for something else. Insomnia just locking down the hill. Rye getting caught out. Johnny and Himmy combining for a 2-piece. Bray trying to stay alive. Garwick going down to the throwback nade, unfortunately. Kib looking for a seam, cannot find it. Himmy locking in. Same with Smacked in the corner. Himmy on the 3-streak, make it a 4, sitting at 13-2. Doing a phenomenal job right now for Insomnia. Same with Mies at 11-6 on the 2-streak. Himmy on the 5-streak, just lining them up and knocking them down like bowling pins. Garwick going down. Mies able to secure positioning as Insomnia is cooking right now. Himmy with the 3-piece cruise missile. A beautiful job. Sitting at 17-2, that's to be expected, but still, that is an incredible 3-piece from Himmy, folks, on that cruise missile. As New York Insomnia continue to lock down the hill, right as I say that, they get taken out. Dark Rye looking for the shots. Unfortunately, cannot find them. Kib and Garwick, though, locking down the hill and trying to catch up in this one as Insomnia is one away from cracking into triple digits. Himmy peeking out, and Garwick takes advantage. Garwick going to be able to clean up the rest of this scrap as we rotate on over to P5. Dark Rye is there, grabs one, pre-firing and pays the price. He's eating some shots from Johnny, and that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Garwig cleans up the rest of the scrap. Kib up top with Mies on the hill. Can Kib take over? No, they cannot. Hemi with the shots at 19-3. Absolutely insane gameplay from Hemi right now. Dropping an insane KD stat line with 2 cruise missiles in the matchup so far. They already dropped one for the 3-piece, and Hemi wants some more. Hemi, a man after midnight. My goodness. Hemi cooking right now at 21-4. Really doing the heavy lifting for the team, but let's not forget about Mies. He's got the most hill time in a minute 4, also dropping 17 for 9. Bray on the hill, now all alone, trying to stay alive. Has some backup from Rye, but will it be enough? I don't think so. The hill gets broken. Rye rotates up, and smacks him up. Headshots aplenty in the kill feed for all those kills just now. Smack gets back on the hill for Insomnia, but they're playing for scrap right now, but they're up by 40, so they're feeling pretty good. Garwig on the outside. Johnny lurking. Mies with a big 2-piece. Johnny grabs a 3rd. Kib goes down to Smack, and unfortunately for the Bolts, Insomnia seems to be in firm control of this hard point as they try to stay alive in this series. I know this series has been going on a while, but really, do you want to play the Game 5, or have the Buffalo Bolts lost the motivation to continue? It's getting late. People got places to be and stuff to do tomorrow. Still the middle of the work week, folks, so I appreciate the players sticking it out, not just forfeiting this one and fighting it out. New York Insomnia just putting this one away. Johnny sneaking up. Garwig, though, shutting it right back down as the Bolts try to fight back and crack into triple digits, which they do. Hemi has slowed down a bit, sitting at 24-7, but still an impressive KD nonetheless, above a 3.0. Mies doing a little 1v1 gunfight with Garwig. 2 big, heavy hitters on either side. Garwig able to escape. Hemi takes down Bray. Mies with the chase down. Beautiful job for Mies as they try to secure spawns. Bray rotating back. Mies taking advantage. Now at 25-12 on a 2.0 KD. Rotating up and over. Right into a Dark Rye nade. That is unfortunate, folks. You do all that work just to go down to the nade spam, and that's just the way the cookie crumbles. As Kib and company go down, it's all up to Rye, but it's Hemi once again. Hemi, absolutely for Ryan. Rev up those fryers, because Hemi is cooking, folks. My goodness. Cooking with gas. I saw a TK there on the side of Insomnia, but Hemi continues to do the hard work. Has a 5 streak and a cruise missile in their back pocket. As Johnny tries to hold down the scrap P3 coming up at you. 168-115. Hemi on the 7 streak, 31-7. Has the cruise missile. It is not yet elected to call it in. Does not see Bray, though. Hemi tracks them down. We're going to stay on Hemi for a little bit, folks, as they are cooking right now on the 8 streak. Looking for some more. Make it a 9. Can Hemi get the perfect 10, folks? Hemi just playing top-notch, lockdown, Call of Duty. Grabs the 10, trying to stay alive for the 11, but no, going down at 34-8. Hemi is him, folks. My goodness. Absolutely carrying this squad right now with a minute 6 hill time as well as a 34-8 KD. Mies at 31-14 on a 5 streak as well. New York Insomnia is locked. Insomnia is locked in. Absolutely locked and loaded in this one. My goodness, 202-117. Dark Rye and Garwig and company do not seem to have an answer. Kib at 8-25. They are just trying to find a way to respond to these heavy hitters on the side of New York. But everyone, unfortunately, on the Bolt side going negative in this one. Insomnia just absolutely frying in the Battle of New York in the Wing Bowl, folks. As they could put it away here, they can lock down this hill. Hemi with another 2-piece before going down. At 40-10, a 4.0 KD for a Hemi in the hard point. Hardpoint Hemi, I want it on a t-shirt, and I want it now, New York Insomnia. Someone get working on it ASAP. Hardpoint Hemi. Trademark it, please and thank you. Mies calling in that cruise missile. Hemi still has his. Me's trying to thread the needle, grabs one, and accidentally takes himself out in the process. No, took out Johnny. Unfortunately, it was a TK. Got a little confused there, but either way, it's 239 to 119. New York Insomnia just 11 points away from putting this series to bed, sending everybody home with a smile. Hemi at 44 and 11, still dropping a 4.0 KD. They have done everything, along with me's 37 and 16, 247, 248, 249, and the New York Insomnia can finally rest. An absolutely dominant performance from Hemi. I have never seen such incredible gameplay from not one but two players on the same side in such a dominant fashion as that. Hemi is him, 44 for 11, folks, with a minute 8 hill time. Smack the hill kitten, though, at a minute 49. Beautiful job from Hemi.
GG's, boys.
GG's, gents. Thanks for your patience tonight.
This fucking pussy.
Oh, there it is. And now you see why I mute in between. Yeah, backing out before anybody says anything else. But now you know why I mute the audio and why sometimes I forget about it when we start the matchups. But that'll be the game. New York winning it 3-1. A solid GG's all around. I just want to thank all the viewers, the players, and everyone else for their patience this evening. I apologize again for the significant delays. I will try to edit that out for YouTube so the VOD is a bit more seamless, I hope, in between rounds. GG's, everyone. Have a wonderful night, and I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye.